Hello and good afternoon, and I'm hoping everybody had a great long weekend and either got out and did something fun or rested up or whatever was as special and important to you. Hopefully you just did something that gave you pleasure. So I'm back on here to be working on the series of becoming your own best friend. And on our journey to becoming our own best friend, we have tapped on not calling ourselves names anymore, not putting ourselves down, talking to ourselves a lot better. And then we also tapped on self-forgiveness, for forgiving ourselves for what we believe we did or did not do. And now we're going to work on, this tapping is going to be on self-acceptance, because on becoming your own best friend, you have to learn to accept yourself just the way you are in this moment, right now, today. The good, the bad, the ugly. We kind of in our mind tell ourselves, I'll love myself better when I lose this weight, or I love myself better when I get something fixed on me, or when I'm making a certain amount of money, I can love myself better. There's all kinds of excuses, but that just leads to disappointment, all kinds of things, maybe we don't follow through, and then we feel bad about ourselves, and then we call ourselves names. So it can be a whole perpetual cycle. Believe me when I say learn to love yourself exactly who you are, exactly the way you are, even with all the bad stuff, except where you are today in this moment. And then you can learn to forgive those parts that aren't where you want to be, and so change is possible. But the most important thing is accepting yourself right where you are, no matter how bad you think you are, or how much you think you've done, or whatever your reasons and stuff for being, I don't want to say abusive, but it's almost a little bit abusive, talking bad about yourself and putting yourself down. And we're here to learn to love ourselves. So let's get started, and let's start tapping on this side of the hand. You can always go back in some videos. I have one that teaches you and goes through the sequence and teaches you how to tap in the order in which to tap. If not, just follow along, repeat after me. And if you ever feel you need some one-on-one, I am more than happy and available. Just give me a call. I do it over Zoom, so that makes it pretty convenient for wherever you're at. Okay, let's take a big deep breath. Even though I have a hard time accepting myself in this moment today, but I'm open to learning on how to accept myself. And I'm deeply and completely, I love, honor, and I do accept how I am. Even though I am judgy towards myself, and I think I'll love myself when I do this, or when I do that, or when I've accomplished this, or when I've accomplished that. But for today, I am opened myself up to just accepting myself just as I am, just where I am, with all the flaws, with all the mistakes, with all the bad behavior, with all the, say you're working on dieting, with all the, going back and eating bad, or the overindulgence, or whatever it is for you. And so let's take a few minutes and try to get in touch with those parts that you're having a hard time accepting of who you are. Doesn't mean you have to stay that way, but accepting it in the moment leads to a lot easier path, a little straighter path on change. Because once you accept it and be honest with yourself about where things are at, it's a lot easier to change. And I just, even though I am open today to accepting myself just as I am. And I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept how I feel. Even those parts that aren't believing any of those words for today. Even though I am willing and open to learning how to accept myself, exactly where I'm at, exactly what I'm doing, with all the flaws and the bad behaviors and the pieces and the parts of me that I label as bad or don't want. And I deeply and completely, I love, honor, and I accept where I'm at. Let's do the eyebrow. Even though, oh no, sorry. I'm open today to accepting myself. I want to love all of me. I want to accept all of me. I want to accept all the parts of me. I want to learn to accept my flaws because I am human. Give yourself, and I'm giving myself some grace today to accept in myself and all the dark sides of me. Accepting my shadow side. I'm accepting the parts of me that I don't just think are good enough. I'm accepting all of me. For today, I'm going to accept every piece of myself. I'm going to forgive me. I'm going to allow myself to be human. I accept myself today. I accept the parts that I have labeled bad. I'm going to accept my physical parts that I don't like. So many of us, we're so critical of how we look. Oh, if, we just had some weight off there, or if we had this here, or if we, did some working out and got, this here. I want you all, and for myself, to love it all for today. Love every piece of you. I, for today, choose to love every single part of me. I choose to love my flaws and accept them. Doesn't mean I can't change and I have to stay the way I am. We're always capable of changing. But first I'm going to accept just where I'm at. Because change sometimes, it's a journey. And it takes some time. For today, I choose to accept myself. I'm accepting every part of me. I'm going to love every part of myself. I'm going to be kind to every part of me. I'm going to talk to myself as a loving, kind friend who would always be there for me. My dear friend would never abandon me. I'm becoming my own best friend. I'm learning to trust myself. And I'm going to learn to depend on myself. Okay. Well, give that a try. If there's more stuff you need to work on, keep tapping, keep going through it. Like I said before, if you need any help and you want to do some one-on-one, please contact me. I can do it over Zoom. And let's work on some tapping. So anyways, I hope you have a great evening, and tap on.